G'day everyone, here is the training diary for the Academy of Sport athletes that we're going to be using in 2011. There are a few different sheets on this diary form for you to have a bit of a look at. The first one is the page that the athletes will fill in. The second page is some example data, so it's exactly the same page, it's just got some example data in there. The third page provides some instructions to the athletes about the questions, and the final page is really only for you guys to look at so that you can set things up to look and feel how you want. So let's talk these options through here. As you can see, there's a box called S&C Coach Instructions, and there's 6 things that you need to have a look at before you're ready to go. Number 1 is to hide the rows on the diary page that you do not want. So we'll go back to the training diary page, and as you can see there's a lot of questions here, and not all of them may be useful or appropriate for the athletes that you're looking after. That doesn't have to be a problem, however, because we can just hide the rows. So if you're using a PC, you can simply click on the row here. Let's say I don't want to use soreness. Click on that row, right click and choose hide. Let's say I don't want the weight trend either. I'm going to hide that, and I'm going to hide the work and study hours too. So I've reduced those questions quite a lot. If we scroll further down, you might also decide that you don't want to collect some of these injury factors because your medical team's already got their own systems in place. So I'm going to hide those. Alright, so diary's looking much better now. Let's go to the next question. Change the first row of the dates table. If we just skip back to the diary page, you can see up here there's a list of dates that the athletes choose from. By the time you start using this diary, it might already be well into 2011, so you might want to change the dates just to make it a little bit easier for your athletes. Let's say you did want to do that. The thing to do is simply change the first row. Change this to the 10th of January 2011. Once you do this, you'll find all the subsequent weeks fill themselves in. Number 3, change the details of yourself in the title details table. So this is step 3 here. Let's say you're not working with the Silver Ferns, you're working with the Mystics. Change it there. Put your own name under the S&C coach. Obviously you want to change the email. Change the phone number. And you're done. The reason for doing that is because then everything on the front page is appropriate for you and your team. So team name's already in there, your name's already in there, your email address is in there, and down at the bottom you'll see the details match up to the table we just completed. Much better to do it in the control panel than on the front page itself. Next thing, step 4, probably the thing you'd have to think about the most. The training diary reports work by dividing the training sessions up into 3 types. Those 3 types are sport, for example netball or hockey or rugby, strength and power, and conditioning. So you can have as many session types as you want, but they all have to fit into those 3 categories. If we have a look down this list here, netball's the first one, strength training sessions the next one, and aerobic runs the next one, and aerobic cross training sessions the next one, and so on and so on. You might decide you want to delete or add a session to this list. For example, you might want to add in a aerobic rowing session. The thing you must remember to do is put it into a category. In this case it would be under conditioning. We're nearly there. Let's go back to the training diary page. we've made all our changes. The thing we have to do just to make sure that an athlete doesn't delete something accidentally is protect it. If you're in a PC, click on Review and click Protect Sheet. You don't want to put a password or anything in like that in case you forget it, so just click OK, and then what you'll find is that the athlete can't select anything other than the cells they need to fill in. As you can see, they can select through here, but not through any of those. Alright, the athlete can now fill it in, type their name in, decimals are okay, for example. Down here in the jump section, just fill in the morning and the evening jump result. Obviously it only works if they have both, doesn't matter if they don't do it every day. When we get to the training session information, they have to select 3 things with regard to each session. The first one is the session type, netball, 90 minutes, RPE of 7.5. Aerobic run, 45 minutes, RPE of 6, and so on and so on. Scroll down to the cycle question. Simply, for every Monday, they need to enter what day of the cycle they are up to. Let's say, in this case, the athlete's up to day 18. That's all they have to do for the whole week. They can fill in some comments, as you can see down here, just to add some detail to the session. Alright, that's it. If you have any problems, my email's up there. If you don't already have it, you can drop me a line, give me a call if you need to discuss anything about it. Cheers guys, see you later.